Hello guys, welcome to the Strand. Tonight we've got the band High Horse featuring Chuck DeRose, right? Eli Porter, Sandy Belsky, and Dan Lebowski.
Hi.
All right, say hi guys.
Hi guys.
So I just wanted to ask a few questions to you boys. Maybe we can start out by telling us who formed the band, how long it's been together. I know that they've had some different players. So
Oh yeah, man. We've had this is like the Mach 15 lineup, right? Right about now.
Yeah, something like that.
Now this lineup, current lineup's been together since 2016, right? With Dan. So it's been this four piece for the last going on 5 years now, and the band was actually formed. First gig was New Year's Eve, going into 2010, and so it's 11 years ago now. Eli is technically original member.
yes, yeah,
Sandy kind of is too, because he came in like a year later.
right.
We don't even remember the first guys. No, we do. They were cool.
Who gave you your first gig?
Broadway
My
Hotel.
mother.
Oh, the Broadway?
Yeah.
Oh yeah? What a great place to play, Broadway.
Yeah.
I hope they fire back up soon.
Absolutely.
So I just wanted to ask a couple of questions about your early musical life. I know, I'm going to tell you personally, my dad was a drummer, music always in my house, but maybe one of you guys or all of you guys want to share a story about maybe what influenced you when you were kids, or when you got into music?
I have no idea, to be honest with you. Like, a friend of mine said, I'm going to take guitar lessons. And I said, I'm going to take drum lessons.
Yeah.
But I will say this, my grandfather was a drummer. So I believe, I never saw him play, unfortunately. But I do believe that somewhere deep down inside, that's what pulled it out of me.
Yeah, how long ago was that? How old were you?
I was 10.
We
So
don't want
what,
to say how
about
long ago that was.
16 years ago?
Yeah. That's it?
Yeah.
16 years ago?
Yeah.
No, I was 10, so that was
Yeah,
about
I
16.
know, I know.
Yeah.
The unknown comic over here,
Very unknown.
How about you, Danny?
My friend's mother actually kind of got me into playing guitar. My buddy Steve, shout out to Steve out in
Hi, Steve.
Texas. He played guitar since he was like 7, 8 years old or something like that. And we were always at his house listening to music. And long story short, she asked me one day if I played a musical instrument. I told her no. And she said, as much as you love music, you should play a musical instrument.
Yeah.
And that night, my buddy dug up an old beat-up acoustic guitar in the basement that hadn't been played for years, and he gave me my first guitar lesson.
Yeah. Where'd you get your love for music originally? Like you said, you love.
That's a
you
good
love
question. I
music,
remember when I was a kid, my uncle, who lived in Delaware, so I didn't see him that much. But obviously for weddings and so on and so forth, he would get out his guitar and sing old Polish tunes and
Oh, yeah?
and have a lot of fun, and old country tunes like the Conway Twitty and Merle Haggard
Right,
type of stuff.
right.
And but I was really young back then, so
Mm-hmm.
I remember thinking that was really cool that he was doing that. But
Right.
I didn't get serious with it and start actually playing an instrument until I was 15 or 16,
Right.
due to my buddy's mom making that comment.
Nice.
So
Good for that. One of
Yeah.
the best singers right here. in
Thanks,
Western
Bob
New York.
Bass.
Yeah. How about you, Eli?
Well, my dad's a singer. He's been a singer for a long time. Mark Porter.
Yeah.
My brother learned how to play guitar. My other brother was a drummer. There's only one obvious choice left.
Yeah.
Keyboards. But I wasn't any good, so I picked
Is he
up
the youngest brother? Who's the youngest brother?
I'm the youngest brother.
Oh, you didn't play the drums? Usually the youngest brother gets stuck on
No,
the
my
drums,
oldest
no?
brother. That's funny. They bought my brother's guitar and drums when they were little, real little, and then they switched. You know
Okay.
what I mean? And then,
Yeah.
so my brother started playing when he was 10. So it puts me at about 8. I'm trying to play his guitar, and my fingers just, I could barely play chords.
Right.
I could play notes. Can't play chords.
There you go.
Still kind of like now.
Yeah.
How about you, Chuck?
I think actually it was funny. I had a friend, Mike, my best friend growing up. We were about 14, 15. His older brother used to play guitar. He had like a PV Mantis, like a star-shaped guitar, with PV amp.
Yeah.
He used to play Sabbath and all that stuff. And I go, man, that's cool. And after a little while, my mom was giving me a Buick Regal when I was ready to drive, like her old car. And he wanted to trade me his amp and his guitar for her Buick Regal. And I made the trade, and
It was
the
a
rest
good,
is history.
it was a good trade.
It was a great
Right,
trade.
here you
yeah.
are.
I bet you
Sitting on the
Regal-
couch talking to me.
Actually, I have the Jerry Aaron is also on Facebook as a gentleman who traded me the.
Yeah? You can say hi to him. Hopefully he'll watch
Hi,
this
Jerry.
speak
Thanks,
tonight.
man. Thanks.
But did
This
he-
is all your fault.
But did he throw in the credence?
Yeah, that was cool, but I had an uncle that played classical guitar. He was like a real good player. I never got to
Yeah.
meet him, but my dad had recordings of him, so it was always kind of there on the conscience. So I was-
In the family, around the
yeah,
house, so,
I
yeah,
was like 15, maybe 16.
yeah,
So I was kinda
excellent.
late to it.
We'll stay with that topic a little bit. What would you say, like, your guitar influences were as a kid, growing up, or like a teenager? Like, who would you say were like your earliest guitar influences?
Oh, definitely Jimmy and Eddie, without a doubt.
Yeah, yeah.
Van Halen and Hendrix were the first two, you know.
Right.
It's been thousands since, but that was definitely the first two.
Yeah.
And Sabbath, too, you know. There was something that was cool about that
Yeah.
band, you know.
I used an odd one. I got into Aerosmith earlier. There, like Joey Kramer was a huge drumming influence to me, and it's kind of an odd one. It's not like you normally, I'd say, out of drummers, you know, there's Billy Cobham and all these other guys. How about you, Sandy?
Neil
You got
Peart.
Was Neil Peart? Yeah.
Who's that?
Did you think he would say that?
Who's
Yeah,
that?
you and about 16,000 million trillion other drummers, right?
Well, there's a reason.
Yeah.
All these drummers know who this
That's
guy
good.
is. I don't know who he is.
What's
How about you, Danny? You got
I
any,
don't-
like,
I
even
don't know.
singers
I
or
have
something?
favorite
just like-
singers, but I
or
know I
bands?
don't know if they really influenced me so much.
Freddie
I like
Mercury.
Paul Rogers a lot. I like Tommy Shaw as a vocalist.
Yeah.
I like Jeff Martin from the Tea Party. I like his voice a lot. Obviously, of course, guys like Freddie and Robert Plant and all,
Right.
all the heavy hitters, of course, you can't go without saying. But yeah, I got some favorite singers, but I don't know how much they influence me because a lot of times I can't do what they do
Well,
anyway.
favorite. Yeah. How about you, Eli?
John Paul Jones,
Yeah.
Barry Oakley. Love Barry Oakley. He was
Awesome.
probably the biggest influence. And then whoever played after he was alive too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I think growing up, I didn't realize that everybody died after like 4 years, so
Right.
I didn't keep up quite with who everybody was after
I saw
72.
John Paul Jones live open up for King Crimson. I was blown away.
my God.
Like I never realized how big an influence he was, like in
Yeah.
that band.
Oh, that's
All right,
nice.
so if you were gonna like tell me something, what are you listening to nowadays, or do you have any new music that you listen to?
I don't know, new, Big Wreck maybe.
Yeah.
I love Ian Thornley, their band, that whole thing, man. They're just sonically great, melodically great. It's just the whole package.
Right.
It's does it for me.
Anybody
As far
else
as
got
stuff.
something cool they've been listening to lately?
Kids Bop, a lot of Kids Bop. I got an 8-year-old.
Kids Bob. Can you do that shark song?
Oh yeah.
You want to do that for us?
Do
We
that.
got a few minutes
We'll
to
do
go.
it later.
I've always been a big Grateful Dead fan. I'm still listening to the Dead on a normal basis. I like some kind of unpopular bands like the Parlor Mob. The Tea Party's always been one of my favorites. Clutch, I'm a big Clutch fan.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, man, there's a lot of, Eli already said Big Wreck. I dig that band for, I guess they're newer, not really, past 25
Are they
years,
Canadian?
maybe.
Yeah, they're like 90,
Yeah.
98.
Jason Isbell is another big one.
Most,
Check them out.
overlooked band, well, probably King's X.
Yeah. Oh yeah. King's X.
I like a lot of jazz and blues,
Right.
I couldn't name a newer artist, Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Hey,
She's cool,
There's a
bro.
lot of good stuff out there.
You know,
That's why I asked. I asked the question because I like to get turned on by
Before she
to
got
new
big,
stuff.
she was in a local Zeppelin tribute band.
Yeah, she's cool, man. She can sing her,
Yeah, I bet.
her nuts off, her legs, whatever you want to say.
Yeah. Speaking of legs, we're gonna wrap this session up, stretch our legs a minute, and then we'll come back.
All right.
All right. Back with High Horse in a minute.